thing that pops in your head if I asked you to name a food-related movie? Because I don't really seek them out myself. The first thing that comes to my mind is the Nickelodeon classic Good Burger. Past that, nothing really comes to mind. Oh, no, Sausage Party. Ugh. Needless to say, when I hear about a movie centered on food these days, my first instinct isn't exactly to jump at the chance to see it. Yet, when the menu was released, a ton of my YouTube peers started talking about it. I didn't know too much about it though, so I didn't dig into their reviews. I just figured either it was good enough to spread the word about, or it was just simply timing and coincidence. I personally stay away from most trailers these days, so I didn't really know anything about it other than food movie and Ray Fiennes being the chef. So is it good or is it a coincidence? Let's get cracking. The menu ultimately centers on a number of colorful individuals that end up at a high-end, pricey restaurant headed up by one of the most renowned chefs living in the world today, played of course by Ray Fiennes. And they go to this restaurant for more than just food, but the experience that he provides, and an experience they ultimately get as they are on his private island with no way to escape when all hell breaks loose. You see, they have no idea what they've gotten themselves into, and they're all essentially in imminent danger. I hate to divulge that much information about the movie because, if you go into the movie completely blind, knowing absolutely nothing, the experience it's just non-stop craziness from beginning to end. Just the mere fact that the trailers and certain synopses that you find around the web suggesting something dangerous and life-threatening is found in this film is honestly kind of a spoiler. But most people already know it, and it's the primary reason why they decided to check it out in the first place. And regardless on if they're spoiled about something or not, I still think the film is well worth the watch and a lot of fun, even for just on the surface stuff. But it's also a movie that digs a little bit deeper into the characters, what makes them tick, why they're there in the first place, why they'd even think to spend this insane amount of money on this kind of food. There's also an ongoing theme and message on givers and takers, of service providers and customer appreciation, of love and obsession, and it's all woven together really nicely. Emotionally, the film is all over the place in the best of ways, from being lighthearted and funny, to scary, to thrilling, back to funny, then mysterious and thought-provoking, which is absolutely fantastic because it's also a movie that works for people that don't actually care for any of that. On its own, when you just blend it all together, the primary genre is just simply thriller. And as a basic thriller, I found it thrilling. I think if you're a thriller enthusiast, you'll get a kick out of it and love every second of the movie. And if you're somebody more like a critic that likes to dig under the surface and break down character importance and hidden meanings, I think you'll get a lot more out of the film and really end up truly appreciating it. Past all that, this is a gorgeous looking film. The cinematography and camera work done in the movie, working in tandem with the editing of switching back and forth between these customers and how different they are and yet how alike they are at the same time, is pristine. The set design of this strange and mysterious restaurant and the island that it finds itself on, it's honestly immediately memorable. The atmosphere all around reminds me of Locked Room Mysteries, but instead of it being a mystery, it's a mysterious thriller. I honestly love this movie, and I thought that everybody did a great job all around. I was immediately sucked in. I don't necessarily think that it'll work for absolutely everyone, but in a weird way, I do think that that's kind of the point. I don't want to give too much away about it though. It's definitely more of a film that you should just be diving into, knowing absolutely nothing about it, if at all possible. So let's go ahead and break down my final score for The Menu, which I rated an A-letter grade, final overall score of 95%. 95 out of 100 possible stars. Both my biased and unbiased scores down below, you can see, are also in the 90s, meaning that all around the film is not only a fantastic and entertaining movie, but it's also made extremely well, and has now found its way to my top 10 of the year. Specifically, it's in 4th place currently. While everybody else is releasing their top movies of the year, this is the main reason why I can't do it yet, if at all. I haven't seen everything that I want to see before I decide what the best of the year even is. What about you guys though? Have you seen The Menu? Why or why not? Let me know. And as for YouTube, you guys know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button, and bell to be notified when I come up with the next review. And until then, peace out!